Welcome back to Naruto D&D, everybody. As always, I am your host, Connor. With us, we have Travis as Silas.
Finally first.
Finally? What do you mean finally? You went first like forever ago.
Nick as Richard.
What up?
And Mike as Takashi.
What's up?
It was nice having Hira back for that day, wasn't it? Alright, so anyway.
Granted, we did change days.
And then he never returned.
And then he never came back. Never showed up again.
Was
I
that
don't remember what the joke was.
Who's Hero?
Yeah, it's some weird fucking... Who cares? Alright, so quick thing, metagame-wise. I've gone over this with Takashi. Takashi actually brought it up to me. He, as opposed to having the two items he got previously, like 2 sessions ago, the one that, like, you know, you say a name, or you say a word, and it seals you in a pot, there's actually just a third relic that pretty much just takes care of it all in one simple, easy-to-do thing that already exists in the Naruto book. So he now has that instead. And, you know, just imagine the exact same conversation with 1010 because she also owns it. Doesn't fucking do anything with it, puts it up on display. God damn it, woman.
I didn't even know she had it. But, I do
but
have
yeah.
a question.
Yes.
The book's template is trash. So can we just use the books, or not the book's rules, but the show's rules? Because apparently you get a will save in the book. And we all know everyone's going to succeed that will save because it's 12 plus that whole base will save tragedy.
12? For
Like
that?
12 plus half character level plus intelligence modifier. So it's not even going to be about 20. Or I guess say, yeah, it will be like 22, 23, something like that.
Yeah. Like, we're gonna catch anyone with that.
I am fine with using how it is actually described. Just be prepared for instances of possible GM bullshit.
I have to roll with that because it's a Sage of Six Path. Really.
Yeah.
Anything goes.
Yeah, I've already pretty much gone to talk to you about that. It's the kind of thing where it's like, all right, but if you're using an Awari, you know, don't. Is I'm going to give Awari GM bullshit to avoid a fucking infinite ceiling item.
But we gotta use.
Of course, I'll make
everything
it a
at our
canon way to
disposal.
do it. You'll want to use it, you know. You can absolutely go ahead and try, but I've already tried to strategize a couple of future opponents to not have to worry about that attempt.
Yeah.
I think I would save it for someone else.
They're pretty much just for the reanimations if they ever come along.
It's a very
So-
practical way of doing it.
So
Anyway.
random nerds.
Quick recap as to what happened last time. The team made their initial attack against the Kakume and took the Cloud Village back, fighting alongside the Raikage Darui. The team fought their way through to the center of the village and defeated the forces that were there. That was pretty much it. It was a very combat-oriented episode. There's a little bit less well, alright, there might be just as much combat, but there's also more dialogue in this one. So now, I don't remember how exactly I ended the last one, if I ended with you immediately leaving the village, or if you stayed in the Cloud Village.
We stayed. Or we actually just left. We kind of like cut it off pretty abruptly. I don't know what you guys did
Yeah,
afterwards. But
I don't remember what I said, so if I said that, then now we're in the village, cutting back, they're resting. Everyone's resting up.
For 5 days.
Not 5 days.
Son of a bitch, dude. Like, I'm gonna be -5 strength.
Rip.
You know,
He did get trashed.
sometimes you eat the dodgeball, sometimes the dodgeball eats you.
I guess I missed that.
No, I went
you
to
were
my
there.
demon form. I went to my demon form. That's why.
So you all are now resting inside the village, readying yourselves for the next attack, readying yourselves to move out for it. You're currently at the Raikage mansion, and the battle has been won. You've been ordered to wait in a room while the Kage discuss matters.
Blah, blah, blah. Kage stuff.
So blah blah blah, Kage stuff happens. And then eventually, you notice the door opens, and Kurotsuchi, the stone Kage, she walks into the door. Walks through the door, not into it.
It's just a bump. What?
Is
I've seen this girl before.
Seen her a few times before, actually.
Yeah, we kind of fought with. Well, no, we watched her get her ass beat by
Yeah.
Hawaii.
Like twice.
Rip.
So she speaks. She goes, "All right, well, fucking." No, she doesn't say, "All right, well." I hear you all did well today. Good job. I look forward to seeing what you can do with my own eyes. But we still have a short time before that happens, so right now I'll catch you up to speed. The Raikage, as well as most of his ninja, will be staying here to free the Land of Lightning from the Kakume. Another thing, the feudal lords. With the exception of the feudal lords of Sound and Iron, all of them have been found murdered. Panic is spreading throughout the villages of the nations, with with these rumors being the cause. And I think it's the Kakume. Obviously, it wasn't us ninja. It's possible it could be a Wari, but I don't see what he gains from it. And had he wanted the Kakume to win, he would have allowed most of them to live as they, What the fuck am I saying? Blah blah. Had he wanted the Kakume to win, he would have allowed most of them to live as they supported the Kakume. So, alright, now we're going to be dealing with that as well. To help deal with that, we're giving more ninja are staying here in the land or in the Cloud Village than we originally planned. So that's going to make our lives moving forward a little bit tougher. But they need to stabilize this nation, and we need to be ready for it. So she continues. So you can expect roughly 80% of the Cloud Ninja to stay here. And also, you should also be aware that's exactly what I intend to do once we retake the stone. So every one of these battles will just get tougher and tougher. So just be prepared.
Is this what was originally discussed?
Yes,
Nope.
but not to this level. It was originally intended for about half of them to remain.
So when it gets down to the Leaf Village, are we not going to have anybody left?
No, we'll regroup at that point.
Hopefully at that point, we'll already have the rest of the villages, or most of them, stabilized, and then we can back you up. But you do also have some of the strongest ninja going with you. Your Kage, Sasuke Uchiha, and from what I hear, you all do pretty well.
So look at all my new scars. Like, yeah, pretty well.
Now, there are some concerns that did come up from our conversation, and as a result, I would like to speak to you all one at a time. So first up, Silas, follow me.
That's a room. We can barely see.
I turn and I run into Hero by accident, knocking him out.
Rip.
Oh, wait a second. Did somebody say mind read?
Who are you reading?
Wow.
Hers?
He
those.
goes to read
Yeah.
my mind, and all he hears is la 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 la.
Oh!
So what are you trying to read her mind for? Like sense or motive, or
For the conversation that they're having. Whatever.
so you're just trying to? Okay, so you're just trying to.
I would
Okay.
have just told you about it.
You
You know my darkest secret, Takashi. What else can I hide from you?
We know the
Not
darkest. We don't know the second darkest.
Hey, I don't have another dark secret.
So I'll speak with her thoughts as it becomes relevant. So she sits down. You see that there's seat, one for you, one for her. She sits down.
Actually hears this before Silas.
I remain standing with my arms crossed.
Takshi, you hear her thoughts. Well, if this is exactly how this is going to go, maybe his concerns are worthy.
Oh.
So then she speaks. You were Awari's original student, and the only one who has survived this long. Your teammates were Kono, a boy killed by Orochimaru and replaced by Hajime, who was also killed. Shiro, a samurai who left the village and was killed alongside the former Hajime. and Kozakai, a rogue ninja. You're strong, and you've survived by following what you believe in fighting hard. But you're also the ninja who I think is closest in this world to a Wari. And you have a fighting style that's quite similar to him. How can we be certain you're not still colluding with him?
Because I am a Wari. No, just playing. He didn't say that. Dun dun dun.
I heard it. I heard that. Listen, check.
Bust in the room.
Metagame.
He's burned every bridge with me. He told during the during the attack on the snow village, he told their leader June who my girlfriend was, and he went and took her. And he has single-handedly messed my life up over and over again. He does not have my support.
So she responds, and of course she's thinking this while she's saying it, actually, so you're aware. I wasn't aware about that situation with June. We'll look into that, and if we find out it's true, then maybe it'll back up our faith in you. Right now, just be aware that you are being watched, as we have to be certain.
I have nothing to hide.
I hope that's true.
Well, there's something.
Rip.
Jeez.
Rip.
Well, that'll
just a
be
good
all
thing
from
this-
you.
Good thing this girl doesn't have mind reading, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or does she?
Dun, dun, dun. Who do you want me to send in next?
Send in Richard.
God.
I'm
I'm-
going to continue listening.
I nod and walk out the door. Richard, you're next.
And Takshi, you're hearing her thoughts as Silas is walking away, and she kind of thinks to herself, well, I think that at the very least, if we can prove that, that's enough for me to believe that he means what he says. Not that my word is the one that counts most, considering I'm one of the ones who vouched for Owari, too.
Who's this he she keeps thinking of?
What?
Who's he?
Me.
Alright.
So, Richard, I heard from Darwi that you had a quite dramatic change out there on the battlefield.
Yeah.
You became essentially a demon?
Basically. That's what happens when I take too much damage.
Explain that.
Well, looking for those bases of Awaris, kind of ran into an incident. And this entity entered me. So far, it hasn't inhibited me to where I'm killing my teammates or random civilians. Just the guys that made me mad, so to speak.
It seems as though you can't quite control it, though.
Well, I can control it, but I can't control the transformation. If I get hit too much and become too aggravated, it'll just activate without me wanting to do it.
That's quite a volatile person to have in such a position of power, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, that's why when I asked for the for the waterfall to be revived, I don't want to be Hokage because I see that I would be too much of a threat to everyone.
So, Takshi, you kind of read or hear this thought in your mind. He goes, huh. Well, I think I like this guy a little bit more now. Alright, we'll have one more question for you. Are there any of your teammates that you're suspicious of?
Like how so?
Any of them that you don't trust or that you think are up to something? Shit, his name.
Okay, like, out of game, like I want to blame Hira because I'm actually suspicious of him
What the heck is here?
as under Silas.
What the heck?
I was wondering what that motion was supposed to do to my shoes. I'm sorry.
GG.
Oh fuck! Like, but I don't know what the fuck what would he be doing. So like, I don't have actual suspicion of him because his character's not here. Like he's not here. But every time he's here, it's like I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something. What the fuck you mean? I guess Hira.
So she kind of hear, well, that's not the name I was expecting to hear.
Wow,
Why
you
Hira?
expect- Well, I don't know. He just seems too good. Like too good of a person. No one's that good unless they're putting up a front.
Is he the only one that you're suspicious of?
I mean, I was suspicious of Silas, but after what Owari did to Silas, I'm pretty sure Silas would rather see him dead.
What do you mean? What did he do?
Well, oh, you don't know that Owari basically killed Silas's girlfriend?
I was not aware of that before moments ago.
Oh. Ooh, wow. Well then. Well, yeah, Warwick basically killed his Silas's love, and from what I've heard, she's died one time. There's no way Silas would let her die again.
She's died before.
I'm gonna go into the whole backstory. Just blah blah blah.
Just explain the whole thing. Okay. Just wow, that's quite a story.
I mean, I wasn't there to experience it. I just heard it from Lane.
Well, Orochimaru is on our side here, helping us in these battles, so I'll corroborate your story with him.
I mean, that's another person I don't trust.
Well, neither do I. However, he's so far fully cooperated with us since we struck our deal.
Yeah, that seems very suspicious.
Well, I'm not the one who has that say. You can talk to your Hokage for that one.
I don't think he's gonna give him up anytime soon. You know the way
But
Naruto is.
that'll be all for now. Thank you for your time.
All right.
Send in Takashi.
Not
Okay.
me? Oh.
I guess.
I'm gonna tell Takashi to go
I'm
in.
just kidding.
I guess we could. Sure. Send in Hira. Get the fuck back out there, Takashi.
Ooh.
As long as you don't do the effing voice.
Oh, I'm going to do the voice.
Gosh dang it.
That's the whole reason why I said, I could.
Rip.
So, Hira. From what I hear, you're not too combat capable. Being a medic is important, yes, and one with as much as with one who has as much utility as you do is invaluable. However, you need to be able to fight your own battles. What I have for you isn't a question, but a demand. Get stronger so you don't have to rely on your team to do all the damage. Although, I suppose I might as well ask you while you're here. Are there any of your teammates who I should be suspicious of? Oh, jeez, Tsuchikage. I really don't trust that Takashi fellow.
F you.
Oh.
I mean, he lives with Orochimaru. He seems like he's kind of independent enough, but to be living with Orochimaru, that's just... I just don't trust that.
You're dead here. You hear me?
from the room. It's
You're
like, you're dead,
concerned. Your concerns are shared with me. I'll be talking to him shortly to see if I can alleviate any concerns for him as well. Any other ones? No, not really. Richard kind of creeps me out, and Lane too. Well, that's really about it. All right, and she sends him on his way.
I'm gonna throw Kuna at the door
Oh,
as he walks
jeez.
out.
I noticed she didn't say anything like she didn't ask Silas if he was concerned about anybody.
Yeah, that's very deliberate.
That's okay. Don't ask the team leader. That's great. Yeah.
They were concerned about you. That's why, man.
Assholes.
It's okay. That's metagame knowledge, so you don't actually have that.
I know.
All right, now then she tells here to have Takashi come in.
Oh, I'm not here. No, it's-
Yeah, it's just a wood clone. He walks in, just turns into a clone.
So she starts with you, Takashi. As I understand it, you were living with Orochimaru for a while. According to Regeko, you and him also share a number of traits and interests. So what is it that you intend to accomplish?
My goal is nothing more than gain knowledge and use that knowledge to protect my home.
That was Orochimaru's original goal.
Why would you let Orochimaru get so close?
He needed a place of residency. I figured, why not my place?
Doesn't that seem a little dangerous?
To you, maybe. To me, though.
Clarify that for me.
Well, I'm aware of what Orochimaru is capable of. I would do nothing to try to incur his wrath.
So knowing everything he was capable of, you just opened your home up to him out of the kindness in your heart?
Well, I have a lab available to him for experiments.
His experimentation tends to be one of controversy.
Yes, some aware. I can see you're suspicious of me for that.
You're right.
There's no need. I can assure you.
And if I'm not feeling assured, how can I be?
I have nothing but my word and my own track record.
She kind of thinks to herself, well, that part is true. From what we know, he hasn't committed a single crime his entire life living in the villages.
Also, former Anbu. Never disobeyed orders.
Of course, the former Ambu under Coyote was a little bit more forced than some would like to admit.
So was the former. Danzo didn't rule much differently.
Okay. Well, then one final question for you. Are there any of your teammates that you're suspicious of?
No. GG. There isn't,
Papa Mays.
there
She's
isn't
just
anyone
begging
of us.
someone to say Silas. She's begging someone.
There isn't any one of us that could truly gain much from aligning ourselves with Owari. Be foolish, if anything.
That's not what I asked you. Dun, dun.
We're dealing with the Kakume right now.
I did not hear you correctly. Like metagame, I don't know. I meant to say whoever.
Too much metagame knowledge running around in there.
Yeah. Time loop. I said Kakume instead of Virtual. Whoever I just said. I meant to say Kakume.
Well, all right. That's all I need to know from your team right now.
All right.
So now you can follow this unnamed cloud ninja to a small living barracks that your team will be staying in for the night.
All right. I'd like to get some sleep.
Absolutely.
It's a trap.
I told you were dead here.
Alright,
Oh,
good
jeez,
night.
Takashi. Oh, jeez, man.
Suspicious of me, eh? I'll give you a reason to be suspicious.
I don't actually know if he's suspicious of you. Just knowing his character, that'd be the one that would make the most sense.
GG.
So you're all laying in a shitty, non-drawn bed.
It's
Floor.
just basically a 1-inch mat on a hardwood floor.
The fuck are you doing in the other room?
I'm gonna play with a kunai. I'm just gonna throw a kunai up in the air, try to catch it right before it lands back in my face.
GG.
Roll a gamble check.
Gamble? Throw your reflex.
Playing with life and death here.
Reflex would make more sense, but I want it to be a gamble.
Oh man, my game was a 3. That sucks.
I like the idea of it just stabbing you in the throat with a demon form coming out. Ah!
Oh shit!
That's pretty low.
Alright, reflex to dodge.
Yep. Reflex it now.
Oh my god, dude. For real. Oh my god.
So it hits your hand, and then you kind of do this thing where you kind of go, "Oh god," and close your eyes, and then you move out of the way real quick.
Cuts your ear slightly.
I'm gonna lay back and do it again.
What the fuck?
I'm bored.
No, not that one. Takashi rolls. Rolling to war. Can I say that?
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck it is.
it's for the seal. But I just thought I'd put it.
Oh, for the tree. Okay. The chocolate confused me.
Yeah, I just was trolling you.
Okay. That makes sense.
Oh my god, I almost died, dude.
All right, so you're all sleeping, right? Everyone's going to bed.
Yeah.
I am going into a sage trance. It's the equivalent of sleep.
No, not really, but okay.
Oh, Mr.
But-
Fancy Pants.
So the difference between sleep and a sage trance is
You get full rest bonus and everything. It just like the sage trance is just supposed to take off the charisma penalty or temporary charisma damage. There's no like real difference.
okay.
Like this, just you get sleep and then you take off the temporary charisma damage.
Okay. So everyone else is sleeping just like normal.
No, I go into the first gate and I go to sleep.
Oh, you have crazy.
No, I'm just gonna be like Takashi and just do something weird.
Yeah, Lane's gonna enter the sage trance too. You know, nothing to brag about or nothing.
Okay, so y'all doing that, then I'm just gonna go ahead and make the current of just a big ass water wave.
No, I go to sleep. Yeah.
GG.
Yeah, I gotta sleep as well.
All right, everyone roll a listen check.
Oh hell.
Ha! I knew this was coming.
Oh, do you?
Nah, I didn't. I also can't find listen.
I said it was trap.
Oh, it's under the L.
Yeah, where's the L? There's the
This is
only one L.
Oh, it's before the Z.
Oh,
That's
that was before M.
pretty shitty.
Cheat.
Alright, boys. Alright, boys. Alright.
Takashi said, "I am not gonna not get a listen check again ever."
Oh, I did this a lot. Prepared this long video.
I got a fucking thing.
After that,
All right. So, Silas, you're first here in the initiative order. Silas, you open your eyes and you see that you're kind of in just like a voidish area.
Fuck.
except the ground is like wet, like there's a puddle. And you kind of hear like the dripping of water in the distance. And then in front of you, you see that you're face to face with the Four-Tails.
Was not expecting this.
Yes, hello, Silas. I needed to discuss something with you.
Oh.
I'm listening, sir.
I fucking scrolled away on accident. It's clear that you're strong. Your battle has shown that to me. But I'm still not certain if you're strong enough to be worthy of my full strength. Keep fighting, and show me what your absolute strength is capable of. And if you manage to impress me, I'll share with you my knowledge and mastery of the lava style. Got it?
Oh. I'm going, because Silas is naive to this kind of stuff. He's going to be like, I haven't been getting your full strength?
Not at all. Of course, you've already tapped into it a fair amount already, using the basic tails. But being able to use lava style, as well as the tailed beast bomb, that's when you'll really shine.
I can't wait.
Good. Now prove yourself to be more worthy than my previous host.
It shouldn't be too much of a challenge.
I'm sorry, I haven't realized that.
Not wrong.
I know.
And then you just kind of go back to sleep.
It's kind of like I didn't even wake up at all. It was just kind of like sleep.
Then you open your eyes into a different void. But we're gonna get to that one.
Oh shit!
Let's roll back a little bit.
What?
Richard, you hear a whisper in your ear.
I'm gonna freak out, turn my head this way, and like, scramble, dude. Freak out.
And see, there's no one there.
Goes
Oh.
guy.
My,
Me, Ken.
oh my god.
You hear a whisper continuing in your ears. I'm always here with you.
I was single. Just put my hands on my ears. La 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 la.
And despite you doing that, this voice is still coming in clearly into your ears.
So I'm freaking out at this point.
Come now. Come now, Richard. Don't act so surprised. You didn't think transferring me into a sword would sever our attachment, did you?
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what?
And you see the sword itself, the Whispering Blade, as I have dubbed it,
Yeah.
immediately levitates in front of you.
I'm gonna look around, see everyone's sleeping.
Yep, everyone's still asleep.
But like, wish somebody was awake to see this.
I can now speak to you always.
Oh, always?
Always. Now, with a part of my soul outside of you, I'll speak to you myself. Suffice it to say, we have much to do, and I look forward to doing it.
Love you too. It's been nice talking.
Now get some sleep, Richard. You'll need it.
Yeah. Okay.
GG.
So I'm gonna stay up for the rest of the night, just like rocking back and forth.
You really want to do that?
I mean, this is the first night here, or is this the last night here?
This is going to be the last night you're here.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you might go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep.
All right.
I'm gonna stay like asleep. Like I fall asleep in the fetal position, just like.
All right. And then you open your eyes a little bit and see you're in a void. We'll get back to that one.
God damn it.
That's the main reason I wanted you to actually go back to sleep.
So this song started playing.
Takashi. Oh, you got the long one.
So it came up.
So Takashi, you open your eyes and you see yourself inside of a void. In front of you stands the Earth God, as well as Hashirama Senju.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was in me.
So Hashirama starts, "Hello again. Apparently the tree within you has allowed my chakra to live here as well. So, while I'm here, I'll be doing what I can to help you. I've also been discussing with this Earth God here, and I've concluded something.
And that is.
I think he's holding back the power that he's giving you. Aren't you, Dojin?" The Earth God chuckles. "You're right. But my intentions aren't nefarious. More power drawn reduces your life equivalently. Takashi, should you desire more of my power, I can give it. But the danger will increase as well. And I would hate to see you perish from overusing my power before or during your most important battles."
As a wise man once said, with great power comes great responsibility. With Uncle Ben. So I'll wait till the right moment to take that power.
How many times has Uncle Ben said that now? And why he was dying? Well,
GG.
I think my favorite variation of that quote was like, "With great power comes like a lot of cool shit."
GG.
So Hashirama smiles. He goes, "Well, there you have it. I guess that's it for now. I wish you the best of luck."
Time is right. I'll take your power.
Yeah, just kind of chuckles again and disappears. And then once again, you open your eyes, again in another void.
To see a floating sword sitting above.
So all of you see, looking around, you all see that you are all now next to each other in this void. Lane and Hero are there too.
what?
Yep.
How'd they get here?
They all have people.
And you see in front of you all are the four gods.
It's not just here.
How did Silas get here?
Yeah, how did Silas get here?
It's Dojin responds to that talk. She goes, "Yes, but we had something that we needed to discuss as well.
Oh.
Silas is here because we have the power of gods and we can reach into his mind should we need to. Of course,
that's
while you're
just-
asleep, it's easier to do so."
Oh, that's disturbing.
You can get used to it.
It's okay. Takashi reaches into my mind all the time.
Little do you know. Little do you know.
Dojin just kind of laughs. "You have no idea."
So, what do we have to discuss?
So this time the wind god speaks. "There's something that you all need to know. Something that we've been debating about whether or not we should tell you. And if we should, then when. I believe that time is now, because I think it's better to be over-prepared than under. And it's about Owari.
I don't like this already.
Owari came to each of us gods telling us to choose his former team as our hosts. You may already be aware of this.
Yeah.
But what you don't know is how Owari received his god. As opposed to you all, he didn't face a trial and come out on top. He didn't use a moral high ground. He didn't use any form of unique power. He bested Raijin in combat.
What? No. No
Not
way.
as your team did. He didn't fight the gods to prove he was worth hearing out. From what we gather, he decimated Raijin in battle. Got the jump on him. Got the jump on a god. And pressed his attack ruthlessly. Of course, Owari couldn't truly kill Raijin. The rules of the gods are absolute. But Owari didn't just plead his case and cause a change of heart. I think he made Raijin afraid of him. He made it so that a god became submissive to him and his power, as though it was a mercy. You and your team need to understand this. This is why we're lending you our power. We gods are unkillable if we don't take a host. But when I saw Raijin with Owari, I didn't see the god of lightning. I saw a child afraid of an abusive parent. And to see that of a fellow god is, in a word, petrifying.
Just so you didn't change that.
It was the best word I could find.
So
It fits.
I'm gonna roll strength check and like smack the ground and be like, I'm ready now.
Oh, strength check.
Oh shit. Really? I'm a negative one.
Good luck.
Negative one.
Punch the ground and break your arm.
Even with strength rank, I'd only be at 2. I'd only be at 2.
This isn't you, Saz. This is him.
I know.
So you punch the ground and you feel big and tough, but they all very much act unimpressed.
Yeah, figure.
You immediately feel a rush of water coming around you and just pins you to the ground as well. And you can tell that the water god, Suijin, is now above you. She goes, "You're going to have to be much stronger than that to take him out."
Really?
Owari,
But
we
I
have
didn't know.
we have something Owari doesn't have. Each other.
Friendship and plot armor that we don't have. And he has.
You got a fair amount of plot armor.
Not as much as him. Like,
Everything
He's got-
on Owari is legitimate. And that's the most terrifying part.
he's got a full suit of plot armor, plus all that bullshit that was not bullshit.
The full suit of plot armor. Do you mean the armor of Raijin?
That
Because that's literally in the book. It makes sense for him to have.
not that. Like he has an actual suit of plot armor. Like he walks around like a samurai like, all the time. It doesn't affect his movement, his speed. It's like double it in strength. Like,
You just got to be as clever as Owari is, and it's easy.
yeah, we just gotta get in your heart.
Exactly.
And
Or you just got to be able to, surprise me with an incredibly clever move that I haven't prepared for, which has happened before.
So yeah, that's what I
Gonna
said.
try.
Should I say
So-
it again?
What was it?
Should I say it again?
yeah,
Okay. We have something Owari doesn't have. Each other.
And that Dojin especially looks at you and he goes, "That's the only thing that you really have on him. But, lucky for you, I think that might just be enough."
man, this isn't fairy tale. This is Naruto. Okay, power friendship doesn't work here.
Unless you're Sasuke.
GG.
You're not wrong.
Well, and the Wind God continues. That's all I wanted to talk to you about tonight. So keep that in mind as you move forward. Make sure you're ready for when you eventually fight him. And it might come sooner than you think, or later than you think, but whenever it is, be ready.
We're pretty much forced to be.
And then the void disappears, and you're all back asleep.
Shit.
And then the morning comes and you all wake up.
Hey, so can we say that like we were sleeping for like 9 hours and I woke up an hour before? That way I still get that 8 hours of sleep.
I sleep 5 hours a night, fam.
GG.
You all sleep for 8 hours.
God damn it.
Okay. Never mind.
The gods will it.
If you're trying to do something, you can go ahead and do it now. Otherwise,
You go to bed pretty early. It was only like 6 o'clock.
So when I wake up, everybody else is awake, right?
they're all waking up as well. Yeah. Fucking Richard.
Takashi.
Just so you know, I upped the DC to 30 to make it more interesting. I'm thinking about upping it again to make it a little bit more interesting.
Just make it more interesting. Even though you're on the plus 32.
Yeah, it's a little. I wouldn't say it's unfair. It's just because mine is this chakra control is so high right now. It's kind of like, all right, well, this is gonna succeed every time unless we get one.
But you've already gotten that once. Use the spirit die for it.
I had to. It's too risky.
Mhm.
Takashi.
Yeah.
I've been working with this ability, and I haven't had the chance to try it yet, and I didn't know if I should or not. It would give us some insight to the next village, but it may also reveal that we're coming for them.
Double-edged sword.
I wanted to give your insight on this.
Double-edged sword. What is this technique?
Pretty much, I can go into an astral form and appear in a village and see a village I've been before, and walk around and look around. And when I appear, it seems like I'm a ghost.
Spooky.
How good is your vision?
Like a normal vision.
Doesn't have those cat eyes.
I need you to see otherwise. It would be risky.
In fact, it would be a little bit more than just a ghost. There's also a aura that emanates around me. So there's pretty much no way to hide.
That would be. Yeah, I think that would be a bit risky. It would make them on alert more than anything.
Now, these people that we're going up against aren't ninja. So they may think that whoever it is just a ghost.
So I'm gonna stretch and be like, they sure hit like fucking ninja.
GG. Ninja or not, they are aware of what ninjutsu is. And something like that, I think, would stick out enough to where they'd notice.
Can you do that ability right here, like doing that spot you are, and just move over to like this side of the room so we can see what it looks like?
Sure. So I sit there and then I do it.
Give me a minute. Give me a second here. There's something I want to do.
I mean, you can travel through the ground.
What the?
GG.
Don't worry about it.
I'll try not to worry about that.
Holy well, that's a good-looking guy
He
right there.
disappeared to darkness and then came back as a giant.
All right, so
like
are you're
1,000
using the
feet away.
technique right to make a ghost version of yourself in the room?
Hey, cool, look at me.
Oh, he's inverted. Damn.
And just put an aura around that thing about a 20-foot aura.
Can we see this aura?
What's
Or
the aura
sense
for?
this aura?
It says in the thing that an aura emanates from him.
Oh, it's just like a shiny, like you're glowing. Like you get that ghost glow.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not
Ghost
gonna add
glow.
that here then.
The smoke.
Yeah, I mean, you still like. I'm assuming it means you emanate. Like if I were to, like if someone were to sense chakra or be able to see chakra, they would like be able to.
Yeah, they spot you from a mile away.
Look, it's me,
Can't
Mario. I can also attack someone with it, but it's not going to do a whole lot of damage.
It's not
And
as
the
if they don't
highest-
already.
I think the highest amount I could do is like 12 damage to somebody.
Depends on the technique. If you learn one technique, I think you can deal 25 points of damage. But yeah, you know right now as well that you can't currently use the jutsu to go all the way to the Stone Village either. But as you know that the trip to the Stone Village is a multi-day trip, you might hit a point eventually where you're close enough.
So this could be something we think about. Also,
So-
Takashi, I know you can read minds. Can you read my mind and see if you can see through my clone or the astral form's eyes?
I would be able to collect images from your own mind, so it would be the equivalent. As long as you can see you're unaware or aware of your surroundings, then so will I.
Underwear, you say?
Okay. So we have that option.
I'm all for it. It's
I'm
like,
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not doing this correctly. So we have that option.
GG.
Because I'm not actually talking anymore. The ghost is talking.
You can still
I like-
talk normally through it. You don't sound like a ghost.
It actually says that in the
You,
skill.
you sound different, but I like the show's
It's
version
not like
of
a
it.
ghost though.
I don't know how to make it sound then.
Just talk normal and it'll just be treated as different, automatically. Because the way the show does it is you're talking kind of like you're talking through a radio.
Yeah,
It's kind of a little staticky, yeah.
So yeah, don't do that again, please. That was
All right.
spooky. Spooky.
Too
I'm
spooky
confused
for me.
about one thing. It says while he cannot fly, he is completely unaffected by gravity. So I don't know what that means.
So the spot that you're standing on can get blown up, and you'll be still standing on that one spot. Like say it blows up, and then you put yourself where you were at. You can like be just standing there.
Okay.
That's how I see it, but I don't know.
It's a really weird wording. I'll GM judge it when the
a-
situation happens.
Though his voice sounds hollow and distorted. There it is. All right.
Yeah.
That's where I was getting at. Anyway, we'll move on.
And not a ghost still.
Spooky.
Fuck off, Richard.
GG. Rip.
Hashtag 3spooky5 me.
Rip.
Dead
So
joke.
okay, I guess I open my eyes and then the spirit goes away.
Man, now I need to turn the light on since it gets dark. It's fuck out.
Richard's getting scared because of my spooky voice.
No, you can't see me. It's hard to see me.
Sure.
So anything else that y'all are doing?
Me, I'm just chilling.
Should get going.
I walk in the middle of everybody and I break the gate and shove them back against the wall. No.
Rip.
You realize that someone is fucked with your tattoo, you die.
Rip.
Oh.
That was, I realize now that Richard's sword has cut my tattoo. It severed the connection.
Rip.
You're gonna blame me. I didn't do it. My sword did. It's got a mind of its own. Y'all didn't see that last night. I ain't saying that. I
It's
didn't
gonna
say
be
any of that.
it's gonna be crazy when all of a sudden your sword's just on somebody else's belt. It's like, whoa, I didn't put this here.
GG.
Somebody stabs through somebody else while I'm sleeping, like a little baby. That's gonna kill the fucking ninja shop guy.
You're just gonna wake up and there's gonna be a bunch of ninja just like arresting you. So what the fuck?
I didn't do it. It was my sword. I swear.
GG.
I'm being framed.
I swear, officer, it wasn't me.
Man, we have digressed.
Oh yeah. All right, so you all end up being gathered, gathered by Kurotsuchi, the other Kage, saying, "All right, it's time to head on out."
Bam, bam, bam. All right, let's go.
Let's roll.
So you're all dashing your way. You spend the night, one night in the land of sound. You can keep going. You spend the night in the little former land of forest, which is where the waterfall is. You keep going. You spend a night in this unnamed nation, which I don't know why it's unnamed, but fucking the creator never fucking named it. And then eventually you start approaching the border of the land of Earth, and you make your last night's camp before the siege.
Have we been to this village before?
Yes.
Yes, though I've never had a map for it.
We were in the Tsuchikage's room, right?
Yeah, you also were at the gate.
And all that path, and a couple of shops.
Mm.
So that's one of the things that's very clear in the reading on this. My thing can appear somewhere I've been before, but if I haven't been there before, I can't appear there.
Oh. But yeah, you've been there before.
So I've been there before. So I'm gonna look at my group. So is this something we want to do, or do we want to try to keep the? Are we gonna try to not do this and just go in blind?
You shouldn't talk to us about this, because I'm down for it. Go talk to Tsuchikage about it while I look at my sword. Just trying to like talk to it.
Takashi, will you go with me?
Sure.
So we go talk to the Tsuchikage.
All right, you go to talk to the Tsuchikage. Tsuchikage ends up arriving in 5, 4, 3,
For long seconds.
2.
Very long
Now.
seconds.
It's Naruto seconds, so you know.
GG.
Then
There's
we'd be like,
filler in each of the seconds.
Oh,
dude.
Yeah.
We'd be like 3 episodes deep before you got to 3.
Oh man, that'd be a fucking pain in the ass. Like they have a big ending. It's like, all right, you got 5 seconds before I kill you. 5 flashbacks. Next episode,
Sure.
4 flashbacks. 3 flashbacks.
Don't even get to 2
2
another flashback.
Flashbacks. What flashbacks? Flashbacks.
Then he hits to the side. Just
All right, we need to move on. There's too much truth in these statements.
This entire conversation is filler now.
No, it's not filler yet. We haven't spent 22 minutes
Oh, you're
plus
right.
an ending and an
All right,
opening.
let's keep going.
Like Silas trying to hint.
F you guys. That's what he's saying. F you guys.
That's not what his eyes. What I'm talking about.
Get
I
the fuck over
telepathically
here.
moved my body. I thought this was. I mean, this isn't even a place we're at. It's like I think we're still in the other building.
Kurotsuchi's right here.
What the?
Ma'am,
What's it that you need?
we were discussing an ability that I have, and we didn't know if we should use it or not. It may reveal that we are here.
What's the
But-
technique?
Astral body technique.
I
As
remember
I'm
Ninja.
familiar with that one. That could be dangerous. You get seen with that, they might suspect you.
Hmm. This is what I realized this. That was the double-edged sword, I believe Takashi was saying. Either we could go in blind like we did in the last mission, and which worked out fine. Of course, I think this village may be a little bigger than the last one. No? We're
They're
just
roughly
saying
the
no.
same.
Yeah, about the same size.
Okay, scratch that. We can do that, or I could use this ability and try to stay as hidden as possible and give us a little bit of insight. But I leave that choice to you.
What you gonna do?
I may add, this is already a war. I don't think it would put us at too big of a disadvantage.
And
I don't
I'm
know
pretty
which. Oh, you? He could chime in.
from over here. I'm pretty sure they already know we're here.
They don't know. They don't know exactly which village we're attacking unless there is an actual leak of information. And if that be the case, then there's even less of a risk.
Isn't the Stone Village? This is metagame. Isn't the Stone Village closest to the Lightning Village?
It's the Stone Village and the Water Village are pretty much equidistant.
But the Water Village is gone.
No, that's the
the
Waterfall Village.
Oh, wait, no.
Sorry.
When I say Water Village, I mean the Hidden Mist.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yes, that village.
That's gonna be a fun village.
Uh,
I'm gonna
so-
have a lot of fun there.
So Takashi, roll a diplomacy check. Phenomena.
Well, that's succeeds.
All right. So she kind of ponders to herself, and she says, "Well, all right.
Let's do it.
If there's a leak of information, there's only one person I could really imagine it would be, and
She looks at Silas.
she says, I imagine it's not even really a leak so much as a satellite that can look at you wherever you are, and I
What?
emphasize you. Do you seem confused by that?
No,
Yes.
not at all. Not at all.
Jimmy, Big
Cool.
Brother's
Yes.
watching this in Naruto too now.
So she says, because Wari, if he's involved in some way, he could always tip them off, as he's always tracking your chakra signatures.
Yes, he is.
And for all
I
I know,
know.
mine as well.
But he
Well,
hasn't
I'm willing to
tagged
bet
me.
on his word. He said he would no longer influence this war. If that's true, then we'll be at an advantage.
But since when can we trust his word?
Since
That's where I'm tossing the coin up.
I'm not Kozuka anymore. I don't trust him. Shit.
So she just speaks and she goes, all right, well, do your best to not be hidden. Be sure to let me know what you find out. Did I say not be hidden, or
You should not be
I just don't know what you said just now.
I don't know what I said.
I was like,
So is it dark out?
Yeah, you're all resting, so it's pretty late.
All right. So I
Tell you what, here, as I haven't populated the map because I haven't had you guys roll the D100s.
Oh yeah. Do we even use the D100? I forgot how they work again.
I'll go over it again once we start. All right, so Silas, you can put yourself wherever you want on this map. Or here, I'll put your inverted
Sure.
token.
I can't use it, or I can't move it.
You
But-
will be able to once I do.
Oh, whew, nice.
This. Save changes.
Hey, let me look here. You already put it on the map somewhere. Oh, you did. Ah, there he is. I zoomed way far out, so yeah, just say like right there.
Kind of in an alleyway.
Mhm.
All right. So you use your astral projection technique, and
Right.
what?
It's
Astral
right next
body,
to a person.
astral projection, blah blah blah. Oh, no.
It's right next to a person.
And you see that you're kind of in an alleyway. You're looking around. And you see people are passing by, both Kakame and civilian. Are you trying to listen for information? Are you going to be moving? What are you doing?
Right now, I'm listening.
All right. So you hear a couple of conversations of some Kakame going around. It's like, all right, we need to make sure we're ready. We never know when they could be coming.
So we know they're not aware, or we know that they're not aware we're coming. All right.
I'll throw some Kakame down here in this little area here for the theatrics of it.
Just like in the last episode.
You do notice that one high-ranking member is walking in your direction. And you notice that she's walking alongside somebody.
It's a worry.
Motherfucker.
And they're kind of walking past. She's just speaking, and she's going on. She's continuing. I don't know. I fucking tongue-tied. So she starts, or she asks him a question. She's like, "So, you're going to be leaving us finally?" He goes, "Of course. I'm just needing to pick up my things and get out of here. After all, I'm sure you all will be busy soon enough." Yeah, and she continues, "I don't know why you're still here. I don't know why you're allowed to be here." He goes, "Oh, you and I both know very well why I'm allowed to be here." She just kind of remains like pissy to that. They keep walking a little bit. Gets a little bit closer.
War's eyes turn towards you and he says nothing.
And as that happens, you notice that Awari does in fact turn in your direction. And then looks straight again. Continues his conversation. He goes, "Now, you'll have my prisoner escorted to the front gate, I assume?" She goes, "Of course. After all, he's not a ninja like you, right?" He goes, "Of course. You really think a ninja would be in that bad of shape? I'm just here to rehabilitate him." She continues, "Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what you're doing." "Now then, I think it's time I be off. I'm going to gather my things and be out of your hair as quickly as possible. Now, have your escort ready for me." She goes, "Fine. I'll have everything dropped off at you. I'll have your prisoner dropped off at the front gate as well." He goes, "Good. Now, I wish you the best." And they keep walking, and then when you see Awari, teleports away.
Come back to camp. War is right in front of us.
And then you hear a whisper behind you. You just hear, "Howdy, Silas." And then immediately you kind of feel like something is stabbing your projection and it gets canceled.
Oh, man. Like we're just forcibly
So he
removed from the
can
Matrix.
attack
Mhm.
astral. That's unfortunate.
But not surprising.
It's not surprising in the least, I tell you that.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get my wife a water and something. Be right back.
Aye, aye.
I'm glad I called that, but son of a bitch.
Hey, he's leaving. You're not going to have to worry about him.
Shifty eyes.
Me?
No, I said shifty eyes. Talking about worry.
Oh, okay. Just kind of glancing over. It's like, wait a second. I recognize that jutsu or that chakra signature.
Interesting.
Any fun facts yet? Any fun theories? Who is the man that he is with? I doubt you'll
No.
guess it. It's really obscure.
Nope, I do not.
Ah,
Obito.
it's not Obito. It's Hito. No.
All right, so I guess I talked to Takashi and your girl here about what I saw, even though Takashi already saw it.
I was gonna say I was already there.
She kind of contemplates over it. She as well. At least he's
dead.
leaving. And from what he's saying, it sounds as though he hasn't been giving information away directly, but he also might have tipped them off that we were on our way.
One way or another, they would have been tipped off that we were coming. Maybe not today, but eventually.
She nods her head and says, I think that's accurate. Which makes it all the more concerning as to what Owari's doing and who this prisoner of his is.
I would think it'd be someone from your village.
Mhm.
That's possible.
He mentioned something about them not looking like a ninja, whether it be fat or old. I don't know.
She just kind of thinks, there's no one who I can think of that it would be.
Mama Modi.
Mama?
Mama Modi.
What the fuck's a Mama Modi? Is it like Little Tay, or
Hmm?
Right.
is it like a Little Tay, or
No.
GG.
Voodoo lady? Mama Modi.
and so she continues. Okay, well, I guess we just at this point have to hope that Owari hasn't given word as to him seeing you.
He said he wouldn't. He said he wouldn't interfere, but like I've said before, we can't trust him. So
That's right. I'll inform the other Kage. Be ready to call for any backup should we need it.
definitely.
Roll that. That's the hint of the D100, fam. Oops. I almost rolled a D. Fucking.
So,
Really? I got a 20.
Hold on. We get bonuses, don't we?
so yeah, everyone gets a plus 40 bonus to this one.
So I made 80.
And
no,
you don't
60.
you don't get the roll first though, bro.
Fine. I'll re-roll it.
First off is Silas. Second is Richard. I'll let
20
you
again,
reroll.
baby.
A little bit better.
20.
Third is Takashi.
Oh, what the fuck is going on with you today?
That is your third.
Impossible.
That is your third maximum roll in a row.
All right, Takashi, it's time to go play the lottery.
All right, so that first
I
roll,
played-
the first roll of 77 determines the difficulty of just who you're going to be fighting.
Shit. Why didn't you roll lower?
The second roll determines the number of civilian or the success of the. Yes, the first one is the special ops one. So that 77 determines the number of civilians that were evacuated.
Only 77. GG.
It's comparably.
77%. That's what it means.
Yeah, that's closer to what it would be. The second one is the morale roll. So the higher roll means less enemies, blah blah blah, more pressure from allies, so less enemies, that kind of a thing.
69 though. Hey.
And the third roll is the likelihood of receiving support from a rear guard or a flank or someone else. A higher roll means the quicker they get there. A lower roll would be like potential miscommunication.
So they're here already.
No, it's gonna be like we're gonna be like And over our heads, all of a sudden, it seems like, man, we could sure use some help. Hey, what's up, buddy?
You remember when Goofy dies in Kingdom Hearts 2?
No.
No.
So, Goofy dies in Kingdom
Spoiler
Hearts
alert.
2, and Sora, like, everyone starts running off because they're just full of anger, blah, 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 and Sora runs out. You're running through, and all of a sudden there's Cloud, and he just fucking jets down on a beam of light, slamming into enemies. That's what this is going to be like.
GG.
Sora.
Sora!
Carl!
I'm sorry, I cannot stop thinking of that
Coral!
video yesterday.
Yeah, the death battle between Sora and Pit Icarus.
Yeah, I've
Way to
never
go,
heard-
Sora!
This man sounded like Goofy if he was from Alabama.
It's great.
I want to hear that now.
It's fucking great. And especially because, like, this final line is like Sora just killed someone because, it's a death battle. And just, way to go, Sora!
You're killed. Now you're going to hell.
Come join us in the wonderland that is Disney.
The underworld.
It's a magical
The one-
place.
All right. So we all know our jobs. Let's go.
So you're all making your way. You're charging. You're going towards the Stone Village. You still have a little bit of travel time. While you're dashing, Kurotsuchi walks up or dashes up alongside you all, and she starts speaking. No, not there. All right, everyone. We're getting close. Our objective is going to be similar to Darui's. Clear out the enemies, save the civilians, and reclaim the Tsuchikage mansion. Let it be clear that I won't tolerate letting a civilian be killed if you're capable of stopping it. Understood?
Understood.
I'm not agreeing.
So if we see a civilian in trouble, go to their aid.
Exactly.
Understood.
Richard thinks substitution is going to be their worst friend.
Hopefully you don't use Heartless Substitution to use them.
I wonder.
We should rename that heartfelt substitution since Richard and I always use it in good terms.
GG.
Not this time. If I'm dying, I'm going to be like, goodbye, people.
If I'm lying, I'm dying.
If you're dying, just teleport. Just do me.
Okay, bend
Just
over real
do
quick.
me.
Alright, we're heading for an hour. So while we're there, I'm gonna pretty much take half my chakra pool, turn it into Senjutsu chakra, and then take from my reserves and fill one above half to get me back up.
Okay.
Oh, and you said we're not there yet.
You're dashing to it right now. Like I said, because I wait for you to do the rolls before I actually prepare the map. Right now, I'm preparing the map.
Okay, so can I be activating some stuff as we're approaching?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Just remember that its effects will apply up until that point, so if it has a drawback, you will be feeling it.
I'm not going to activate any gates yet. I'm just going to activate the Tailed Beast Cloak and the really good Tailed Beast Cloak, and then the Strength rank and Speed rank. So there will be drawbacks with that taking some chakra away, but that's about it. So I can go ahead and update my page to that.
Fucking Takashi with that 100, though. Shame he wasn't rolling first.
I'm sorry.
Rip.
I
You
suck at
should
this
be.
game.
Oh, yeah, I'll be through the roof.
+6 strength and constitution. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to activate my armor of Sujin.
Suijin.
Yeah, switching. It's that +2 to swag.
All swag or just some swag?
All swag.
We must
Shit.
protect the all sweat. Protag? Idiot. Alright, I'm done with that
I
joke.
must protect the all swag.
And say we must protect the Allspark cube.
Protect the all spark.
Rip.
Protect it.
And
That's your
then
life.
I guess I'll do Blazing Rage as well. And then activate Strength Ring 4. So I'm gonna take that chakra away now.
Okay.
Or you're not gonna save the tokens.
Well, I'm not going to save those tokens, so don't do it quite yet.
Okay. It's +15 speed, +4D, +4 strength. Hey, I'm up strength.
What's up, dog?
I don't know.
Yeah, what's a munch do? That's an achievement hunter joke.
Where am I?
Yeah, but you gotta walk it in your pocket.
Perhaps.
How about a Zeus on your boost?
Alright, so y'all arrive at the front gates. You all land. The gates are closed.
So I look at everybody. So same as last time then.
Same as last time.
Except let's go through the wall this time.
Fist
Kidding.
bump.
I guess we could jump the wall and try to stay quiet, or we could just bust in and go in like we did last time. I'll leave that up to your girl back here. It's our village.
Sorry, I was looking at what the fuck Nick posted.
I see your two.
I didn't like it yet.
I looked at it on YouTube.
So what were you asking her?
Whether we need to go in with brute force straight through the gate, or should we go in more stealthy?
And she just kind of she thinks, and she goes, "Well, they already know we're here, right? Let's scare the hell out of them. Break it down.
Oh, key that music.
Or if you don't feel like you can, I'll do it."
GG.
One punch.
GG.
Do you want me to roll that?
Roll a strength check.
All right.
I started playing that music.
So you give it a solid, heavy old punch. You see it begins to crack up along it and starts to crumble once again.
Still waiting for that huge hit where the doors just go flying off into the just. That's not happened yet.
And you see, there are people waiting for you.
Fucking Owari.
No, they knew we were here. People have already gone in to get the civilians out.
Okay, well then let's all
Absolutely
roll.
right with that.
So, is it my turn then, or how are we
Yep,
doing?
Silas, you're first in turn order.
Oh shit.
Let's do this.
GG.
I will use my first heroic surge. And I'm going to move to these two dangerous... Oh my god! There's more! I'm going to move up to these two dangerous mofos. And then I'm going to hit the one in front of me with everything I've got, and with Fury of Blows. So I will get...
Flurry.
Thank you. So I'm going to hit her a few times. Five times, yes. I'll be hitting them 5 times.
Well, either what I was doing did not come through the mic, or no one wanted to acknowledge it.
I didn't hear
Was
it.
it that weird
Not
noise
fully.
that you were making?
Yeah, that. Get it? Flurry of blows.
Right.
It's a blowjob joke. My comedy is underappreciated. Continue on with your attack.
I didn't even hear you, and I wouldn't have laughed.
Like I said, underappreciated.
GG.
Would have laughed if I did a girdle.
Probably. It's too late for that though. No regrets.
Why am I got caps on? Okay. Oh my god, stop it.
Shout out to Omega Alpha. Nice.
Power of Mike! The power of Mike!
Fucking all these goddamn
You tapped
crits
into.
tonight.
Oh.
But not a confirmed. That's pretty much all right. So roll them one at a time. This is your first right.
Holy crap. What the fuck is going on? There's just no way. There's just no way that works.
One, 3.
I can't remember how many times I actually hit them. I guess I had 2 crit fails, right? So
Yeah, give me a second. Pause right there anyway. You would have hit them a total of 8 times, so you still have 2 more rolls to potentially go, but let me... So that's right, left, right. Left is a miss. That was those 3. Fourth one. It's that one. That one is the one that just got her there. That next hit was a miss with your right. This was the confirmed critical kill with that last bit of damage. You kill her with your left hand, so you see a vision. Roll 1d3.
Oh. I like these kind of things.
A 2. Alright, let me fucking go back here into my other page.
Now he has to make so many extra notes.
Yeah, I get to make fun other little shit. Oh, that would have been a bad thing to read. It's way too early. So you see the current leader of the Kakume surrounded by other Kakume members. 5 other members who are all sword wielders of variety type C as I refer to them. You see they all draw their swords and slash at him, and then a burst of energy emits from him, and they are all launched backwards. The man himself then has his armor explode slightly from the chest piece, and then you can hear his voice. Damn it. Well, at least we've got the reverb down. Now we just have to fix this issue. And that's all you see.
Okay, that's good to know. So when I fight him later on, don't use my swords. Okay, I got it. You make a note of that. No, I think I can remember that.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to hit this one.
All right.
Travis. Come on.
All right, both those are hits. And she's still alive.
I figured as much.
All right, that is it for Silas. Solid start.
Solid.
Next up is Richard. All right, so he deals 17 points of damage.
He's got to make a will save. Just barely. All right.
All right, so that's it for Richard. Next up is Takashi.
All right, here. You stay here. All right.
I'm gonna fight. I want to be here to love fighting beside you guys. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, that's true.
Of course it is here. All right, I'm gonna activate auto hypnotism. Use heroic surge to turn on sage mode and move right here. That'll be my turn.
Next up will be Lane. Lane will do a full attack action against that one. That's one critical.
+7. Real?
She does 39 points of damage to that one. And that's all Lane's going to do right now. I really need to update her character sheet to make her actually more helpful to you all.
All you have to do is give me her used eyes.
I will sooner give them to Choitsu.
GG.
And next up is Hira. He's gonna come up here. He's gonna I'm gonna show you guys I can fight too. He's gonna use Fujin's power. Fucking launch a ray at that person. Which I don't fucking remember his ninjutsu. Fuck.
It's like in the 20s.
Should have opened his fucking sheet up. So he succeeds on his head.
That's a first.
And he kills her.
That's a first.
Yeah, that one is the first. Oh, jeez, guys, I did it. Oh, jeez, I feel sick, guys. Oh, God, I'm a monster.
It's okay here. Just use your butterflies. We'll be okay.
I'll heal her. Life sacrifice technique.
GG. Use his life. Oh, snap.
All right, so next up is Kurotsuchi. And she's going to walk to that one. That's going to be her turn. Silas, you're up. Enemy's up.
Silas. Enemies have to go first.
Enemy's up.
Oh, damn, I didn't say it quick enough. He got it before I did.
Is,
I wanted to
close.
spirit that so badly.
Silas did more damage to her. She's going to focus Silas.
Of course she is.
So she holds up both of her things at you. Starts doing a full attack.
Miss.
That is a low fucking roll.
Hit. Wait, yeah, hit. Yeah, miss. Miss.
Why am I having hers decrease? She's not fucking affected by the decrease. So I'm going to keep it for this time because I fucked up. But those should all be a plus 33.
GG.
Alright, so she hits you with just one attack. That was my fuck up. Don't know where my mind was at. My mind's not here again. That's fucking been dead for so fucking long recently. 17 points of damage to you. These two are both going to aim at Kurotsuchi. And both of those are misses. And these next three are going to aim at you, Richard.
Miss, miss, miss. Well, that was a crit, so it hit.
That's
So what's your
20.
defense?
It's 39.
Okay. So, yeah, so that's at least one hit.
GG.
Take 26 points of damage and roll fortitude save.
You know what I'm doing.
You succeed.
Oh, well, never mind.
That's not a high fortitude save that you have to beat. All right, so Silas, now you're up.
Would activating the 5th gate count as an attack action?
Yeah.
I'll wait on that one. Instead, I'm just going to activate frenzy mode.
All right. And attack Richard.
Not yet.
That's next turn.
All right, I gotta write that down. +4, so it's gonna be 39. And it did not update everything else, so give me just 1 second. I gotta make something 19 and change it back to 18, so it'll update. There it is. Okay. So things have increased a little bit. I should have did that while it was not my turn. All right. Well, anyway,
Yellow.
so I'm gonna hit this one. If I don't do a full round attack action, how does that work? If I just do like a attack action, like
Then
just a
you
regular one.
just do 2 attacks, and then he can move. Or do another other action.
Just trying to figure out how that works. Because if I attack her and kill her, I get 5 steps, so that's not going to be enough steps to get to anybody. So would I have another attack action after that? Because I take the 5
Nope.
steps, I get free 5 steps I get.
If you could kill her or attack her, might not kill her. If you kill her, you get a free 5 foot, and then you have a movement action or an attack action. Technically, just a movement action.
I'm just gonna kill that one for now. So I'll just do a full round.
Try.
That's what that does already. GG.
Oh please.
You're not wrong. They're really not that hard to hit unless you're Nick, who always like rolls a 2 or 3 against them.
Right? It's, every time, dude. It's bullshit.
Oh man. Okay. All right, and then -5 from that. Oh god, 37.
All right, start rolling damage.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's start that. Let's do that again.
Damn, you got really weak since the last time you hit.
I know, right? So there's the first one, second one, third one, fourth one.
And you kill her with your right hand. Bleh.
And I'm going to step 1 step this way.
Procking an attack of opportunity by Richard, should he want to take it.
Why would I want to take it?
I mean, you really want to poke the bear when he's in frenzy mode?
Yeah,
He should
you're
have
my
fucking Oh man, I finished the fucking edit for the episode that is coming out today.
I saw that. I haven't seen the episode yet, but I can't wait to watch it.
Fucking Richard tries to fucking pretty much kill Marco.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Kozakai does.
GG. It's gonna be fun to watch.
It's fucking. I hated that episode.
Really?
It was just full. Like it's funny, but I just hated like filming it because it was just full of technical difficulties. We had about 8 hours of technical difficulties.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you hated editing it.
The editing was a pain, but bearable. But just when I was filming it at the time, it was just I'm losing my mind.
Jeez. Sorry. Is that why it's called GM?
Yeah, the GM loses it.
GM or something like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the episode was
And then
called.
a picture
something
with
like that.
Nick and Zach over the Dragon Tails.
I remember that. I was there.
Yep. I would have loved to have found a picture where I could get all three of you in there, but since they sung the song first together, I was like, all right, well, I've got to have them be it.
All right, Richard, what are you gonna do?
Oh, it's my turn?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm gonna move her. Not there. Her. Attack this nerd right here.
Attack of opportunity by that nerd because he took two blanks towards her.
We're just. I'm gonna gloss over it right now.
I mean, if you want to do it, go for it.
We're glossing over it at the moment. This is the critical situation for this moment. I'll just move you one square to the left.
Can I stop rolling low, man?
Oh well, Brett said that's a hit against her.
Nice.
This one doesn't have a great defense at all. And you deal 20 points of damage. And she has to roll a will save. Can't wait for her to get 20 or something. She fails!
Yeah.
Can't wait for her to get a 20.
Do I immediately get that, or on her turn?
So, I'm pulling back up the sheet real quick.
Well, am I gonna get the sheet for this?
Well, this character doesn't really have much of a sheet. I can send you the information, but it's not a full character sheet. So you see that pretty much like a shimmer of darkness immediately goes around her from your sword connecting. And you can tell that she has just pretty much lost her mind, and you can tell that she is now taking orders from you.
Sweet. So, do I get that right now?
I can send you the fucking info. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna tell her to shoot these two kids right here, or this kid right here.
Yeah, all right.
These effing decimals.
So you undershoot 10.1 or a 10?
Doesn't matter.
Well, it would to me. All right, so she's going to make her attack as part of your order against her buddy. Ooh. She succeeds that hit. So you see, she aimed her kote at her buddy, shot it at her. And she has to roll a fortitude save. But she passes. She's like, hey, what the hell was that? Same team.
Okay, and I'm gonna move.
Oh, that you can't.
Okay,
That 5-foot step was your move action.
Oh yeah. Fuck my feet.
Why do you refuse to put yourself dead on the square? Is that just the lag, or is that you doing that? I
can do
fucking hate you.
GG. Is that the same concept?
it. Yeah.
GG. It's a nice snap.
All right, so Takshi, you're up.
GG. Alright, I'm gonna use piercing force technique and avoid all of my allies.
Are you going to immediately dispel it afterwards?
Yeah. So pretty much everybody's in a 60-foot radius from where I'm at.
All right. So roll
Roll
that
reflex.
Demaggio. Well, I
Three
roll the
reflex.
reflex. And still roll the damage, just means I'll calculate after. So this will be going from left to right of those 5.
Yeah.
What's the DC that they need to pass?
It is 14, 15 plus. No, 7, 8, 10, 23.
23, alright. Fail, 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 fail. They all die. So did you also target the one that Richard was currently controlling?
I mean, yeah.
Did I see him take over? Do I even? I am aware that he can take over people.
You're not conscious of that the way he did it.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yes, if that was the case.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I can't be mad. I didn't even know I could do that in game. So
And
GG.
so Kurotsuchi continues, all right. Good job on that one. They're moving y'all up pretty much to the same spot here. All right, but now we've got this first little path of a divide here. So what we're going to need to do is split up into teams of 3, go along these main paths.
No.
Or 2 teams of 2. There are 3 teams of 2. Go up to these main paths and regroup at the end, as we need to make sure all the civilians are taken care of.
I was gonna go right.
Fucking the weakest
So-
person has to go with me, don't they?
Let's divide up into teams. Silas, I'll leave this to your discretion as you know your team the best.
Sure question: who's the weakest person?
Fucking Hira.
Or is it Lane now?
Lane now is the weakest.
She's the weakest until her update her character sheet, at which point then she won't be.
I really want to go with her. I really, really want to go with her.
Okay, that's
And go with her.
Yeah, but that would leave like
leaving your teammates. Leaving your
okay.
friends.
Takashi and Lane go to the left. Hira and Richard go to the right. You and me will take it up the middle because that's where it's going to be the most dense.
Theoretically. All right. I'll follow your orders. Oops. All right, you said Richard and Hira to the right.
Richard and Hira to the right. I don't want to see that demon come out. I want Hira to be like, release the good.
And I think this will be a good stopping point for right now.
Oh.
Because Richard seems like he's being a little bit tired. I'm a little bit tired. Tux, you don't want to keep you up too late for work. So we're going to be calling it here. We'll be continuing this in the next part. So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Hopefully they won't see Owari. Who knows, though? Maybe. Maybe they'll find out some more information. Maybe they'll win. Maybe they'll die. Maybe sending Hira and Richard to the right was a terrible move, and maybe it was a great move. Who knows?
That was where Owari was.
Or is it right?
Owari was actually right about here.
One of these,
You know, he's right here.
one of these paths is much harder than the others.
At least I got a healer if I have the horse path.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time.
I know
be a fun
Lane's
time.
not going to be very much help, Takashi, but you know, if need be, she has the Amaterasu. I think you can handle it by yourself. So,
I've got an ace up my sleeve.
and you got a lot up your sleeve.
Oh, he's got a magic trick. Is this your card?
Oh no, not again.
Did I already do an outro?
No.
You started to, and then you stopped.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on Naruto D&D. Sounded as though I was going to say more. That was it. That's over. Goodbye. A special thank you to our patrons. Your support helps us grow inch by inch, building the foundations for the future of HSG. So thank you. If you'd like to become a patron, be sure to check out the description for a link to our Patreon, where you can get things like stickers, shirts, or even the chance to work with me to create a major character for the Ruby D&D. I know we're already letting you request a character, but, the paid version's cooler. Comes with some extra benefits. Trust me, it's worth. And be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't, and ring that bell to be alerted to our videos. Or don't. It's a free internet. You can choose.